Welcome back to another episode of Two Dads in Tech. We are your hosts, Troy Munson and Daniel Burke.
Burke.
You are in for a treat.
In for a treat.
It's the day before Thanksgiving. Daniel, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
All right, so I'm in Asheville right now. If you've watched enough of these episodes, you probably recognize the room I'm in now. It's my Asheville office. Feels great to have two offices. I have my home office in Charleston, South Carolina, and about, I don't know, every month or two, I go to Asheville where my wife's parents and her whole family live. And that's where I am now. We're going to have Turkey Day together as a family tomorrow. Some people driving in from lands far away, Chicago area, but mostly her family is here. And then we're just staying with them, and kids are playing with their cousins. It's a good time. What about you? What are you doing for Thanksgiving tomorrow?
Well, first,
also, do you call it Thanksgiving or Turkey Day?
I call it Thanksgiving. I'm not like a child.
I know. Some people call it Turkey Day. Some people
I don't
call
think
it Turkey
anybody
Day.
Like legitimately goes around saying like, "Hey, you excited for Turkey Day?" I think it's like more like a kind of, "Oh, you're a close buddy. What are you doing for Turkey Day?" You know.
That's true. That's true. Maybe like off the cuff.
But considering that's your second office, you should commute there. You should work every day.
Asheville.
Yeah.
Like, what is that, 4 hours both ways? I wonder what the longest daily commute is. Someone has that record.
Someone in LA.
They don't
someone
know
in
they
Cali.
have that
It's got to be
record.
Cali. Or no, maybe.
It's got to be a billionaire. It's got to be someone like taking private jets to and fro. You know, I think we discussed this on one of the podcasts. Is like Elon Musk's week.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm in DC tonight meeting with the president, and tomorrow I'm in SF, and then tomorrow night I'm going to be in LA, and then I have to fly back to New York I'm like, that sounds terrible. Sounds pretty cool. It sounds cool for like a day. Then it sounds terrible.
Yeah. What am I doing for Thanksgiving? Nothing. So weird. With my family in Texas, we do Thanksgiving, right? We all get together, all that fun stuff on Thanksgiving, Turkey Day, whatever you want to call it, which real quickly, turkey, overrated, just me or you?
So I had a Friendsgiving. First time I've ever had this. First time I've ever said this word. Hear me out. Confit. Have you had turkey confit?
Turkey confit. I know what confit is.
Oh my goodness.
It was good?
My friend, I've never consumed turkey as delicious as this. You are right. Turkey is usually dry, overrated. Like ham is better, steak is better, chicken even is better. A lot of meats are better than turkey. But I tell you what, this turkey confit.
What does that mean to confit something? Because I know that there's a lot of confit.
You like broil it in fat. That's probably not what's happening, but that's similar.
Confit, honestly, confit means a food that is slowly cooked in fat.
Hey, I was right. Wow. Okay.
You're like, I knew it tasted fat.
Point number one for Daniel. It was really good.
That sounds good. So yeah. Anyways, overrated. Really lean though, I guess, if you're looking out for your figure. But who's doing that on Turkey Day?
That's true.
So my family, they're in Texas. We're all starting to disperse a little bit. So my mom, I just saw her. I just drove back from Chicago today because I saw her. She's going up to Michigan to spend Thanksgiving with like her, I guess, boyfriend. They've been together for like 11 years. At what point do you stop saying boyfriend? Is there an age or like a time limit of when you stop?
Like I don't know.
Her partner?
They're
significant other?
Cohabitant. I don't know.
Yeah. I assume that they're going to elope and I won't really know. My mom,
maybe
she's been married, I think like 3 times, and I don't think she really wants to publicly get married again. So I think they might just, and I also think in Texas, it's like if you live with somebody for 7 years, then you're legally married and that's their spiel. But
you were in Chicago. I know, not for that, but because you were chilling with our boy Travis. Walk me through the plans that could have been that turned into a workout session and how that was meeting Travis in real life. You haven't met him in real life yet, have you?
I have once before, actually.
Oh, you have? Okay, well,
yeah.
Apologies, Travis. I know you're listening to this. You're our biggest fan, but
he is our biggest fan.
Some IRL time with Travis.
Dude, it was good. We get deep into conversation, man. Like we talk about life and family and just like what kind of shaped us into who we are today. Like it's not just like hey man, so gong, haha, B2B, sass.
Whoa. Hey, Brian Lamont is probably listening to this too, man. Hey, chill out.
And nothing wrong with gong, but we barely talk about sass, talk a lot about life, all that fun stuff.
Do you realize how little, if you're anything like me, you talk about sass in real life, by the way? Like when you are hanging with your friends, like ever.
ever.
We live
Ever.
we live in such a bubble. Anyways, so continue.
Yeah.
Chilled, didn't talk about SaaS, had a great time.
Yeah, a little bit about Sass, just about his job, what he wants to do, his career. Yeah, I actually wanted to go on like a 6 mile run and I forgot my shoes, but I did text him on Saturday or Sunday and I was like, yo, I'm going to be in Chicago. I want to run on Monday. And he was like, he actually, what I took out of this screenshot, he actually, he actually kind of said no, but
Nice.
Travis, and I know you're listening. He was like, well, my knee's kind of bad. So it depends on how far we run or something like that. And I'm like,
Classic.
how far do you want to run then? And then next thing you know, yeah, I left my running shoes. I was in a rush to get up the house. But we ended up doing a lift and it was a back and I'm feeling sore. I'm feeling good.
Sure.
He's a little weak boy. That's all right.
Has to be.
No, he's not weak. He's strong on the heart. But it was good, dude. It was good. Travis is probably somebody that I'll hit up each time I go to Chicago. He's a good guy. Good head on his shoulders. Good friend. He's always supportive. Anything I do and anything he does, I'm there to support him. So it was nice, man. It was nice. When's the last time you've met up with anybody IRL from LinkedIn, if ever, from LinkedIn?
Me? Oh man. It was funny. I not meeting someone for the first time from LinkedIn, but seeing someone who I hadn't seen in maybe 10 years, who has been apparently or allegedly following me on LinkedIn that entire time. So it was funny because I was like, hey, man, it's been forever. When was the last time we saw each other? It was like before kids. It was like years and years and years. He's like, yeah, man, but I feel like I know you. I see you every day on LinkedIn. I was like, oh, gosh, that is not the me I want you to know about. Such a fake me.
I know.
Sometimes real. I post a lot about family on there. That's real. Everything else, for the most part, I'm a very specific type of person on LinkedIn.
Yes, you are. Dude, you're so funny on LinkedIn. You're so goofy, which outside of LinkedIn, your X has been popping off. You're like low key getting a little famous on X. Let's talk about it just a little bit.
So the last few weeks, my ex, formerly known as Twitter, just so we're all on the same page, X, the platform, I got like 15 or 20 million impressions and like 250 plus thousand engagements. So like replies and quote tweets and all that stuff. It was kind of bonkers. It was all really, really dumb stuff. So like a credit card hack that is fake, that I was like, if you just pay off your credit card with a balance transfer from another credit card, it's a way to like hack the system and just have an infinite money glitch. Yes, and people were like, that can't possibly be true. I was like, obviously that's not true, but yeah, just rage bait at its finest. So that got like 3.5 million impressions and 20,000 likes. And that was wild. There was a few posts like that though. One was like a screenshot of a very famous marathon runner. I can't think of his name right now. And I was like, what's stopping you from running marathons and looking like this? And it's just a bodybuilder. And people were like, you can't do both. It is a real person who does do both, but just rage bait at its finest. I found though, I got paid about $355 from Twitter.
Dude, sick. So sick. I saw that.
I mean, that's pretty cool, right? I mean, whatever. You know, I get paid every 2 weeks from Twitter. Usually it's like 20 to 30. I know.
You're like, that's peanuts.
Like, well, really, you basically have to destroy your reputation or be famous already to get paid a meaningful amount of money from Twitter. So like, I don't usually optimize my content on Twitter to get paid, but I was like, I'm just going to lean in and just like post to be viral these 2 weeks. And 355, I was like, like it wasn't worth it. Like, it's cool. It's cool that you get paid money from Twitter to be goofy, but like, I don't know. I'm like, whatever. I'll just keep going back to the regular strategy, I think, moving forward. It was fun though. It was fun while it lasted.
You ever let the comments get to you? Like people are just like, this dude's an idiot. Like ever?
I did once.
Yeah, tell us.
I did once. I can't even remember what the comment was because I completely removed it from existence. But yeah, I mean, people get so upset online and it's just, it's somewhat comedic. When you look back in hindsight, you're like, why did this post about like raking? I had a post that went viral about raking leaves. I was like, if I lost everything right now, I would door knock and get people to pay me to rake their leaves, clean their gutters. People got so offended. Half the internet is there to find something to be offended by. That's just how the internet functions. That's what news outlets are a lot of times optimizing their headlines for, is like to get reactions from people. So yeah, no, I legitimately right now cannot remember what got to me. But I like let it get to me and then I was like, you know what? Nope, moving on. So it's like, you got to just keep your wits about yourself and you'll be fine.
Yeah. It's kind of what I'm doing on this whole TikTok thing. Just eating food. Yeah. People have so many strong opinions about food. It's like, relax. Yes. It's a wing, dude.
I know,
it's like, it's not that serious.
People love their food, man.
Dude, people just love their opinion, honestly,
They
more than
do.
anything. They're just like, let's like have this opinion and just shove it down people's throats.
Yes.
Oh, don't get me started on the people on LinkedIn.
Oh, dude. It's everywhere. It's
The
not even,
screenshots that we send to each other. I'm like,
oh,
oh,
so many, so many.
it's,
Speaking of
it's so,
opinions,
yeah.
tomorrow's Thanksgiving, Turkey Day.
Mm.
Lot of
Gobble, gobble,
opinions
gobble.
going around the dinner table.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on how your family is or who you're eating Thanksgiving with, I realize this time of year, a lot of people are eating or spending time with not their family. I know there's some of the different nuances out there. And so we're super mindful of that. But like there's topics that are sort of off topics or off limits rather. And
Yeah.
your typical ones like, are you guys having kids to the
Mm.
newlyweds? Or who did you or are you going to vote for? Or
Yeah.
like faith and religion is sometimes off limits. A lot of things off limits, but we have a list of questions. Some of them are pretty basic, pretty general. Other ones are a little bit more nuanced. And I think really the bulk of this episode is going to be like, hey, here are 10 questions that you should ask your family during a Thanksgiving dinner. And give us some feedback in the comments on YouTube or on LinkedIn, X, like wherever you know us from, and tell us how these conversations go. Some of them I actually think are going to go well, but some of them maybe you're in for a surprise. Troy, I know you have some questions. I do too. Do you want to start?
I feel like when we were talking about this, about creating questions, I just kind of went like the funny route, which I
Great.
feel
Let's start there.
maybe, well, I mean, a lot of them, like one of them is, for example, the pregnant one, or are you, you should have said, are you expecting to somebody that you know is definitely not expecting?
That
Just
would
because like,
be, yeah,
but, or maybe they're trying, hey, oh my gosh, how far? No, that's bad. Actually, if they're
I know
trying and
that
you say,
is.
how far along are you? And they're like, sorry,
No, it's rough.
because there's people out there trying and it's
I
really
know
hard.
it's rough. That's
Oh
rough.
gosh.
That's one of those off limits
Yeah,
ones.
that is.
No, you're right.
I think of like honestly, like my family. My how deep do I get here? There's somebody in the family that's significant other we just really do not vibe with. Like don't
Oh
kind of
man,
come around.
is that person listening to this episode right now?
No, no
Do not
chance.
do not
You know,
stain what could have been a great relationship with Daniel Burke because of what his co-host Troy Munson is doing right now.
no, 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 no. But like, just like, like, hey, are you still with that guy? Like, I don't know. There's a lot of what questions. Let me actually tell you. My Thanksgiving dinner is very surface level. Is that a problem? Because we're just like, hey, how's your job? Oh, it's going well. Okay.
So here let's dig in here.
Yeah.
You said something to me the other day in passing that I don't even think you thought about when you said it. You said we were going to have a guest on and we both had some questions prepared. And you said, you ask the deep questions. I don't know how to be deep or something to the effect. I'm
Mhm.
paraphrasing. You're like, I'm super surfacey.
Mm.
You're better at being deep. I said, and again, I'm paraphrasing, that is a skill anyone, in my opinion, can learn how to exhibit characteristics people can lean into to ask good questions. And honestly, we talk a lot about sales. Like in sales, you ask good
Yeah,
questions, you're a
for
better
sure.
seller. But in real life, asking good questions can be very uncomfortable. And typically, you're not trying to sell something, you're really just trying to dig and pry and
Yeah.
draw out people that you're close to. And I think so. Let's start with my list of questions
Yeah.
because I
Yours
actually
is
think you
mine
are
are
not
goofy.
unique in that. I don't think you're unique in that. I think a lot of people don't know how to get a layer deeper with their family members and they're all sitting around a table with 10 people, maybe 5 of which they haven't seen in years, extended relatives, uncles, aunts, and like, what do I even ask this person? Like, oh, so your haircut looks nice. Like, that's a
Dude,
stupid question.
that's all it
Don't say
is.
ask these questions. So 10 Thanksgiving dinner questions to ask your family. Number 1, what's one thing you're grateful for this year that you would not have been grateful for last year?
Mm.
That's a question. Question
See, yeah,
number
this,
1.
I don't even know
I
who
think
to,
it's a great
I guess
question.
everyone.
And here's what my advice is to anyone asking some of these questions to your family tomorrow during Thanksgiving. Ask the question, introduce the topic, say, hey, I would love to ask some questions that I came across in the internet that I think would establish like a really good, healthy conversation with the family. Ask the question. So say, what's one thing you're grateful for this year that you weren't grateful for last year? Then shut up. Literally, we're going to pause right now for 5 seconds. It's going to make everyone uncomfortable. Just say nothing. That's how long it's going to take for anyone to say anything.
Literally, no. I
People aren't
swear,
gonna
my
say
table
anything.
would be so everyone would be looking at each other like, "Oh, do we really get like we have such a surface level family."
Ask
Dang.
that question tomorrow. See what happens. I'm going to go to the
I'm not
next
with them.
question.
I'm not
And
with
if you
them. Keep
have,
going.
Troy, if you have questions or answers, go ahead, jump in. But question number 2, top 10 Thanksgiving dinner questions to ask your family. Question number 2, if we could delete one family tradition and replace it with a new one, what family tradition are you deleting and what are you replacing it with?
Yeah.
Again,
I feel like
wait 5 seconds. Just let it happen.
I'm gonna answer this real quick though,
Yeah,
just to
go for
kind
it.
of keep it. We don't have many because we're so dispersed and all over the place. Like I don't. Oh, scratch offs for Christmas, but that's not Thanksgiving. So we have nothing for Thanksgiving. What I would love to do is replace it with, and we actually I think we're gonna start it next year. My mom has a condo in Gulf Shores. Is we're all gonna go out there as a family next Thanksgiving
Yep.
and hope that we have like a family reunion every single Thanksgiving because we're only getting older. We're only getting older, y'all. So that's one that I hope that we can replace it with.
That's great. Yeah. And I just watched an interesting podcast about Alzheimer's and some of the lifestyle and health regimens that can contribute to early onset dementia and Alzheimer's and stuff. And it happens way earlier than you think. The reason I bring that up is because you said we're getting older. You and I are still early 30s, but we actually are getting older. Like early 30s, late 20s, even is when some of the health establishments that you're going to stick with for the rest of your life without intentionally deterring from those things, they start to take place. I mean, it just is what it is, just common biology. Okay. Question number 3, top 10 Thanksgiving dinner questions to ask your family. What is the pettiest thing you've ever been thankful for? That's a great one. I feel like a lot of people can have a lot of very interesting questions here. I'll go first. The Jura E8 coffee machine that I have in my kitchen at home right now. I love that thing. I'm legitimately grateful for it. It's petty. I don't need it. It's a luxury I do not need to have to survive, but man,
Holy
that thing is
cow! This
awesome.
thing.
Don't no, whoa, 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 whoa. I got it used. Facebook Marketplace. Everyone chill out. No. I didn't spend.
$2,574
I
to
didn't spend $2,000. Hey, stop doxing
$2,800.
me. Stop doxing me.
Dog. Hold up, this. My man's got
nice.
a Starbucks in his house.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Wow.
But I got it on Facebook Marketplace. Everyone chill out. Everyone chill out.
Wow. Okay. Well, my petty thing, I don't know. My golf sim, probably. Kind of like,
Okay.
I'm grateful for that. Yeah.
Stupid idiot. What is that? $12,000? Oh, you have a cool coffee machine? I have a freaking basement built for a golf course.
But I probably don't use it as much as a coffee machine, to be honest. So, hey, what's more justifiable? Probably yours.
All right. We're both living the good life. Let's just move on from that question. Question number 4, top 10 Thanksgiving dinner questions to ask your family. Which person at this table would survive the longest in a zombie apocalypse and why? Dude, I already know if I ask this question tomorrow, and I'm going to, who is going to be every single person's answer. It's going to be unanimous. And it's going to be my brother-in-law. He will survive the zombie apocalypse forever. Like he'll just live his full life.
Is he just huge or
in
what?
The zombie. Well, he just like carries a knife. He knows how to shoot. He's like that guy that if you're in a zombie apocalypse, like you latch onto him, he's just going to be fine. He's just prepared. But that's a great question. Question number 5, top 10 Thanksgiving dinner questions to ask your family. Here's a good one. Let's talk about this one. What is one thing you've changed your mind about this year?
That's a good one because I feel like yeah, that's a good one.
I know.
But, that's a really good one. I'm not answering, by the way. I'm not going to answer this one.
No?
Nah. What? Actually, I could probably answer.
Think about it.
That entrepreneurship is fun.
Yeah, I think it's.
What about you?
For me, I think it's. I don't know if it's like something I've changed my mind on, but the grass is not always greener. And I think 2 kind of unrelated things. The grass is not always greener. And that's something I've really leaned into in the last 12 months, like this calendar year. I'm like, succeed and excel and give your all where you're at. Don't always like hope for like the next best thing because the grass isn't always greener. And I think the second thing, no, I'm blanking on the second thing, but I think the grass is not always greener. And I think in the season of gratitude, I've learned like I am immensely grateful for what I have, for who I have, my wife, my kids, the situation I'm in life. You know, I have a job that I love. I have a business that I love too, you know, one with you and one with my wife. I just like life is good. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
when you look at the world as just a directionally, like you start when you're born and you stop when you die, and there's just no way out of that loop. Directionally, I feel like I'm doing great. Like I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for
Yeah.
life. And so, yeah, one thing you've changed your mind about this year, that's a good question. Everyone listening to this, ask your family that. I think you'll find great conversations come from that. You might only
Yeah.
have to ask that question tomorrow and have a whole conversation for the entire dinner
Yeah.
based
It's a good one.
just on that. Okay,
It's a
question
really
number
good one.
6, top 10 questions to ask your family during Thanksgiving dinner. If you could instantly master one skill going into next year, what would it be?
I'm waiting 5 seconds. You want me to answer this?
Yes.
It's kind of feeding into the same realm of the surface level is learning how to, and I think when emotions are attached, I stay surface level. In sales, I can hear a pain and I can dig in on a pain because I'm not emotionally attached to that deal, you know? But for some reason, getting the emotions out of my body and out of my mouth, out in the open, that's just not a thing that I'm really good at all. So like that skill of just being able to open up, that's actually, it's a lot of things that I'm talking about right now with many people. It's just like opening up because I don't like to. I don't like to.
Yes. That's a good response. Instantly master. I think
Golf.
being able, yeah, actually golf did cross my mind. It'd be so cool. Just like
That'd be
instantly become a
sick.
scratch
Yeah.
golfer and you're,
Dang,
overnight.
I'm over here like a loser just being so serious.
No, no, no. My thing is, again, this podcast I listened to about Alzheimer's was interesting. One of the main markers like for your whole life, propensity to develop something like that is your level of chronic stress, not acute stress, like got a huge project, you're under a lot of stress to finish it with a deadline. Like that's not, it's just like, if 0 is here and if you're not watching, I'm at, 0 on a graph, you're always at 20, 30, 40 on a stress level of like, 0 to 100. And then when you're really stressed, you're like at 100. I would love to master being stressed. Like I just want to just not be stressed about the things that like really don't matter and not to not work hard and give my all and like have a level of urgency that I think is required to be successful in a lot of different areas of life, but like not be figuratively or literally losing sleep over it.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
think that would be if I woke up tomorrow and just had a master level of the ability to handle with and resolve the amount of stress I feel. Oh, that'd
That'd
be
be sick.
huge.
That'd be
That'd be
huge.
huge. Yeah.
One more thing is also I'd love to master how to be embarrassed.
Ooh,
I
that's a good
don't
one.
yeah, I don't public speak. I don't like public speaking. This little like
Really? I
wing
don't
this
get that
yeah,
from you.
yeah. But I could do it. I could wing it, but I hate it. Like so I host these demo days and it's virtual, so albeit so but I host them and it's very natural, very fine. But just standing there, and I've done it before, just standing there talking to a crowd full of people, not my thing. And I
Hmm.
want to learn. That's a skill, public speaking, that I'd love to learn. But then the feeling of embarrassment. So like this stupid little passion project wing thing. I'll go eat wings. Recording myself in public is so weird, and I can't get
Yes.
over it. And I've done 19 of them now, and I'm like, dude, I just can't. I can't figure it out. I can't figure out how to break that embarrassment. And I think it'll just come with time, reps, reps, reps. But
Yeah.
that's one. Yeah, I also think that's a feeling that a lot of people avoid, and they shouldn't. Is like just the feeling of being embarrassed. Like just put yourself out there, and opportunities fall into your lap. You know this. You just put yourself
Yes.
out there. You'll get opportunities.
I think people's ability to intentionally be uncomfortable
Yeah.
is their largest speed bump in life. And so many different examples of this. Like, be uncomfortable, embarrass yourself. You will find a lot of new opportunities in life from just being embarrassed. All right. Question number 7, top 10 questions to ask your family on Thanksgiving. What is the funniest or most unhinged thing a kid or someone in our family has said this year?
Mm. Hmm. I like that. I couldn't think off the top of my head. Probably something from Liam,
Yeah,
my son, but
I'd have to think too.
or my sister, or my mom. Jeez, they all say some wild stuff. My mom was saying some wild stuff in Chicago. I was like, relax, give me a break.
Yeah, there's been some funny ones. I didn't think about that one, but I'm sure there's a long list of them. Question number 8. What's one thing you would tell yourself at last year's Thanksgiving? Ooh, that's a good one. Chills. If you could go back in time and tell yourself something a year ago, Thanksgiving 2024, what would you say?
Don't trust that fart in J.C. Penney.
Oh, exactly.
Oh, don't
I was going
trust
to say the
that.
same exact thing. Are we both just
Uh,
letting it rip in JC Penney?
what would I? Ooh, I
I
don't
think I
know.
would say it's not that serious.
Mm.
I would be super vague. My past self would be like, what do you mean? But like, I think that's what I would say. It's not that
You know what I
serious.
would say? It's a phrase that one of my good friends I met from LinkedIn, Brian Hamer,
Hmm.
he wears it on his necklace, and I love it. And it's just what did you expect? Is all it says on his necklace, and I love
It's
that.
good.
It's kind of like along with yours, not that serious. Like, what did you expect? So I like that, and that can relate to almost any scenario where there is an outcome. It's like, or what did you expect? What did you do
Mm-hmm.
to get there?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I like that one. I'm gonna stick with that one right now.
Yeah. Okay. Question number 9, top 10 questions to ask your family during Thanksgiving dinner. If Thanksgiving dinner were Shark Tank, the TV show, which dish are you investing in? And which one are you sending home?
The turkey confit.
Turkey confit.
That's what
I'm getting the
I'm.
turkey confit.
Let's
I'm
see.
100% investing in that. I'm investing in
Is someone
beans,
making it?
greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
Is someone making it at the family Thanksgiving?
I don't know. I actually have no idea what the spread is.
Dude, what?
I'm so
I'm
uninvolved with the food, like
until it's time
embarrassingly
to eat.
uninvolved. Yeah, I just eat it.
I will say I'm a sucker for any potato variant. Right? Like,
Hmm.
mashed
Chips,
potatoes,
fries, mashed, smashed.
anything. Which also,
Yep.
like, on the count of 3, say the worst style of potato. You ready? I think we're
I,
kind of lagging,
I
so it's
can't
gonna
even.
be
I can't
no.
even
There's
think.
one. There's one.
I can't
Everything
even think
else.
of a bad one. I can't even think of a
No, no,
bad
no,
one.
no, no. They're all good, but this is the worst of all the good ones. Just think of like which one you don't typically eat and which one you prefer not to eat over all the
Okay.
others.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
ready? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3. Baked potato.
Casserole. Baked
Oh, it
potato.
even.
I'm thinking of like the potato casserole. I like all of them. I will
Me
literally
too.
smash every single form of potato,
Me
including
too.
baked.
I just like, dude, baked potatoes. It's like it takes 50 minutes to cook, and then like your
Oh,
your
I don't cook
dressing
it.
and stuff.
That's where you and I are
You just
different.
eat it raw.
I just no, I just show up to one that's already made, or I don't eat it at all. I'm a
Okay,
loser. I'm a
but like,
3-year-old.
okay, but here, how about this? You're at a restaurant and it's like, here's tater tots, mashed potatoes, and a baked potato. Which one are you getting last, and which one are you getting
But like,
first?
is it just a baked potato, or is it like filled with deliciousness?
I mean, like you got like cheese and fixins and all that stuff.
That's delicious to me.
I mean,
You
it
don't want
is.
you
I
don't want a
did
baked
no.
potato?
I'm telling you, it's all. I love tater tots
The
though. That's
baked
a bad
potato's
example.
skin, someone fact check me on this, but I believe that is the healthiest part of the potato, is the skin,
I'll
which
fact check you
most
right
potato
now.
forms don't have anymore, but the baked potato still does.
Let's see.
I know that's true for an apple, but I assume it's true for
Is the
a baked
baked
potato.
potato skin good for you? It is very good for you because it's a concentrated source of nutrients, particularly fiber, potassium, iron, and vitamins.
That's exactly what I thought.
This guy
Those
knows
4
his
things.
potatoes.
That's
I'm
right.
just a I'm a potato noob, I guess.
You're just a potato noob. Yep. You just go to McDonald's and eat the French fries, which, mind you, are delicious, and you should do that. Question number 10. Top 10 questions to ask your family during Thanksgiving dinner. What is something you want more of next year? And what's something you want way less of?
I want less money and more stress. No, I want
Agreed.
God, just make my life harder. I want. Oh, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten lunch yet, and it's 3:11, and we're talking about potatoes. What do I want?
I want less screen time. More? I don't know.
I know. Less screen time is really good. And I think I could agree with that, but I feel like we've talked about our screen time issues so many times that I almost want to remove that from my answer. I kind
That's
of want
my
to,
answer.
yeah, no, it's a great answer. And I think that it applies to probably 98% of people that are listening to this, if not more.
Yeah. More
Um,
books. I want more
mm,
time reading a book that's not on a screen.
okay. So I want more time. It's definitely in that same vein. More time learning, even if it's not books. Like, because I'm really bad at reading books. Not because I can't read, but because my patience and my attention span is just crap.
Yeah.
But like learning, I feel like there's many different outlets to learn these days. And so that's what
I want
I
more
think.
family time too. I
Yeah,
think that's
more
a
family
given.
time.
You and I both want more family
We
time, but
do.
yeah, I actually do.
I
I think
do.
less screen time and more family time actually are very
It,
like hand in hand. One
they are.
means the other in many ways. But
That's
I mean,
why,
honestly, if you just remove the screens, I'm not automatically a selfless person. And I think more family time requires selflessness and being giving and, you know, loving and just like a nurturing parent and husband. So like, I need more of those things to
yeah.
enjoy more family time too. I think I always enjoy it, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Honestly, this one, I don't drink a lot. I'm not a big drinker, but
Yep.
I'll have fun. I'll go around the bars a little bit. Don't drink at all during the weekdays. Don't
There
feel
you go.
like there's any need for that. But I could even say less alcohol, even though I don't do it much. Like
How much would less be? Like in a perfect world, in a given year, how many days are you drinking?
maybe like once per weekend, assuming something's going on that weekend, if not less. So, like, for example,
Yeah.
my father-in-law will come over on a weekend and we'll cook dinner and stuff. And he'll be like, hey, anybody want a gin and tonic? And a lot of times I don't feel obligated to say yes. And actually, lately I've been saying no. But sometimes I'll have like one gin and tonic. And I'm like, what was the point of that? Like, I
Yeah.
didn't need that. Not that I didn't feel any certain way. I'm not going to feel any certain way the next day, but it was just unnecessary. Even though I think I just saw an article last week or 2 weeks ago saying gin and tonics are the healthiest cocktails for you.
I believe gin and vodka are the least caloric, right?
Okay. Something like that, dude. I
Yeah, I
thought tequila
remember.
was the least calories.
Oh, tequila. I might be getting vodka and tequila.
But I think that there was like actual like studies behind like the good things behind gin. But then again, everything's in moderation, right? Like you can't just go
Yeah,
out there and chug a bottle of gin and be like, yo,
it's true.
health.
Even water. The crazy thing is water poisoning is a real thing. If you drink too much water, like that's when I'm like, well, my entire paradigm is just like crushed. I'm
Yeah.
almost 515 days or over 515 now without alcohol. Pretty crazy.
That's so crazy. Good for you.
Yeah. Thanks.
So less alcohol, more money. more more yeah. More
Yeah. I feel like you could
motion.
always,
Everyone
well,
could use,
I
well,
was going
not
to say you could
everyone,
always
but
use more, but then it's like, well, some people don't.
yeah,
All right.
some people
5
don't.
bonus questions. Then we're wrapping it
Mm.
up. Next
Yo,
5 minutes, rapid fire round. Controversial Thanksgiving topics. Number 1, should people have kids if they can't financially afford them? Yes or no?
let's just go. Let's just go yes or no here. No thoughts behind it. Oh, I want to think about it though.
My answer is yes. People have been having kids without money since the beginning of human
That's true.
history, and I think it's just we're just fine. Like, there's probably like within reason, like,
That's true.
but like
Yes, I mean you always figure it out.
you
When you
figure
have a
it out.
kid, you always figure it out.
You figure it
Well,
out.
most cases. Let's not say always.
Yeah, people should
Yeah,
have more kids. All right, question number 2: controversial topics to ask your family during Thanksgiving dinner. Do parents today baby their kids too much, or are older generations just completely out of touch with modern day parenting and risks?
out of touch and a little mix of both.
Yeah, I
I
would
think,
I would say both.
yeah,
Yeah,
both.
I think older
They're so out
generations
of
have,
touch.
yeah, they have a lot that they did well, but they're totally out of touch with just the technology aspects of what we're dealing with and the aspect of information overload, all that stuff.
Yeah, for
Question
sure.
number 3: controversial questions to ask your family during Thanksgiving dinner. Is marriage still necessary, or is it just an outdated contract that people cling to out of tradition?
Hmm. I don't know. I don't have an
So,
answer for that
yeah,
one.
I think I
Um,
would, if I were to answer this, I would say the word necessary needs to be tweaked.
it
I
does.
think marriage is still good. And I think marriage still brings about a lot, even biologically, a lot of really good outcomes for
Yeah.
family units, for people who are spouses, for the commitment of a true long term relationship. I think I personally, we're both married to our wives. Like, I think marriage is good and people
Yeah.
should still get married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I,
All right.
yeah, I was sitting there thinking like
I know.
necessary.
I know
You could still be in a
necessary.
long-term relationship with your partner or whatever and be
Yeah.
very happy. Right. So
Necessary threw me off. Yep. Number 4, is it selfish to prioritize your career over your family during the years that your kids are young?
I think so. I'm doing that. And I think so.
I I think so too. I was having a conversation with someone once about this before I was a dad, and I was kind of like trying to think through, like, I want to be a dad, but I'm like married to my job. It's like, what do I do? I can't juggle it all. It's like, oh, just get a nanny for the first 5 to 10 years of your life. They're not going to remember it anyways. I was like, that, that
But
doesn't
I'm gonna
sound like
remember.
what I want. Like, I'm going to
Yeah.
remember it. And also, like, I think they are too.
It's
And like
5
the
to 10.
formative years, like their whole existence is going to be shaped by these 5 to 10 years. So yeah, I do think it's selfish. Again,
Yeah.
you gotta, there's a pendulum, but I do think there's selfishness there.
Yeah.
Should
Yeah, yeah.
families stay geographically close, or is moving away and chasing opportunity the only sane modern choice?
Just depends on the relationship with the family.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think it matters. I think that it's nice to have family, and I think it's a beautiful thing. But some families are really, really disoriented and like need some help. And I
Yep.
don't think maybe it's better to not be close to them. So
That's true.
yeah, that's a hard one. I feel like we can't
Yeah.
really answer that black and white.
No, I don't think there's a general answer for that. I do think there's something to say about geographic proximity to maintain closeness. I've experienced this with my family. We were in Charleston, they were in Seattle. And like, I was like, guys, one of us is going to have to budge for this to work long term because we're just way too far away. So if we want to be close, it's just going to make more sense for us to be close in proximity. And that is true. Now we're all in the Charleston area, and it's like, it shows. One of us is in Vegas, but for the most part, we're all in Charleston. So anyways, this episode has been about questions to talk to your family about during Thanksgiving dinner. And honestly, you can talk about it during any meal. You don't have to wait till Thanksgiving, but we all know a lot of people come together to eat really good food. And in many cases, it's people who you haven't seen since last Thanksgiving. Maybe you haven't seen in years. And so these are like some icebreaker conversations, and you can answer them surface level, but you can also go pretty deep with them. And I think if nothing else, they're going to prompt a lot of really good discussion. And so, leave a comment on YouTube, hit us up on LinkedIn, on X, wherever you find us, go to Two Dads in Tech, leave us a comment there on the website, reach out to us, Daniel at twodadsinTech.com. Like, we want to hear like how these conversations go. Were these helpful? If not, let us know that as well. But subscribe on YouTube, rate us all the good things. Check us out on twodadsinTech.com. Any thoughts, any closing remarks, Troy?
5 stars, please, on everything. Please, we're begging you.
We are begging you.
But no, Two Dads in Tech, twodadsinTech.com. Y'all already know. And if you don't, welcome. But
Welcome.
that's it. Happy Thanksgiving also. Enjoy
Happy
your
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Enjoy time with your family.
See you next Wednesday.